Who needs to be co-host for this meeting?
Mirta,
Cool.
thanks.
Mirta, we are recording an eScribe, so we are good to go as well.
Okay. Well, it looks like it is 12:30, so I'm going to turn my camera on first. I'm going to call the Public Works Committee to order, and let me get a better idea of who is here. I'm going to do roll call really quick. I see Julie Merritt present, Jesse Ramos present, Sandra Vasica present, John Contos present, Amber Sherrill present, and that is it. Gwen Jones is present. Okay, let's go quickly to ways for the public to participate. You can register to join the webinar at www.missoulapublicmeetings.org, or you can go to the city's website at www.ci-missoula-mt.zoom.us, calendar, list, and then find all that information. You can also call, and when you want to participate and provide public comment by calling, you need to press *9 and you will be queued to provide your public comment. You can always call us 406-552-6012 and leave a voicemail that gets distributed to all council members. And you can always email us at council@ci.missoula.mt.us. And we have minutes to approve from 8/26 meeting. Are there any changes or amendments to the minutes? And I don't see any. So those will stand approved. Let's do a quick public comment on anything not on the agenda. And we have no participants attending as part of the public. So we will move to our first item on the agenda, and that is appointments to the Bikepad Advisory Board. The mayor is, the recommended motion is to confirm James Walter and Ryan Bundy to the Bicycle and Pedestrian Advisory Board for terms beginning October 1st and expiring September 30th of 2023. Mr. Ramos. We can't hear you.
Okay.
Oh.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I'd like to make the recommended motion. Sorry about the double mute.
Great, thank you. Julie?
I guess I was curious. There is another, it appears, at least from the website, that there's another vacant position on this board. And these are both reappointments of people who are already on the board. I'm wondering if we're anticipating seeing another appointment from the mayor to fill that vacancy, or if anybody has any information about that vacancy.
I don't have information, but I would anticipate that that yes, we'll have to fill that position. So I will inquire about it, and my guess is that we'll be seeing that position filled in the near future.
Thanks.
Yep. Anyone else? Okay. For the record, I think we have Sandra Vasica has joined the meeting and Heidi West. Okay, so we have a motion on the floor. I will take public comment, but no one has joined. So I think we can safely move to roll call roll call vote, please.
Okay, looks like Heather just joined us too. If you give me a second, we can
Yep.
include her. There we go. In the vote. Okay. Becerra,
Yes.
Contos,
Yes.
Harp,
I'll abstain from this vote.
Jones,
Yes.
Merritt,
Yes.
Ramos,
Yes.
Cheryl,
Yes.
Basika,
Yes.
West,
Yes.
that is 8 yes and 1 abstain.
Great, thank you. So that will go on the consent agenda. And to Mr. Walter and Mr. Bundy, thank you for continuing to provide your time to the Bikepad board. Next, we have a surplus resolution, and Scott is here to present.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, Scott Caldwell, Fleet Manager for the City of Missoula Fleet Maintenance Department. So if you probably see the information in front of you, but I just ask you to please approve the resolution declaring certain City of Missoula property as surplus and authorizing its disposal or sale. You can see the attached surplus resolution. These items have served their useful life in the City of Missoula. Most of them have well over 100,000 miles and have seen a long, tough life here at the City of Missoula. Most of these vehicles are going to go to auction, but as you see in the financial implications of these, a number of months ago, Missoula Works came to us and asked us to partner with them to get Missoula citizens to work. Missoula Works has partnered with the City of Missoula in a number of different ways in the past. One is with snow removal and those types of things, but they help people that are there may be felons, they have a hard time getting a job, or people that are homeless, and they give them jobs and they give them the ability to make a wage. So talked to Dale Bickle, and we thought this was a good use of some of our surplus property. As you can see, it's unit 587 and 234 on the resolution list, which is a 2002 Chevy 1500, and 234 is a 1993 Chevy 1500. Both of those are public works vehicles, so it would not be an issue with giving these to a nonprofit in comparison to like giving an enterprise fund one of these vehicles. So I just ask you to approve this, and that's pretty much it.
Sounds good. Thank you, Scott. Are there any questions from council members? Heather.
Thanks, Myrta. I don't have any questions, but Scott, I just really appreciate a fuller context on the background on the Missoula Works partnership. I think this is just an example of how we in government can really do some really great things working with our community partners. So thanks for that explanation. And Myrta, I would like to put the motion on the floor.
Great, thank you. Any other comments or questions from council members? Okay, I too agree that this is a great partnership that has the ripple effects of this partnership are felt by many people in the community. So I'm fully supportive of it. Could we have a roll call vote, please?
Becerra,
Yes.
Contos,
Yes.
Harp,
Yes.
Jones,
Yes.
Merritt,
Yes.
Ramos,
Yes.
Cheryl,
Yes.
Vasika,
Yes.
West,
Yes.
and that is 9 yes.
Great, thank you. And this too will be on our consent agenda. Thank you, Scott.
Thank you.
Next on our agenda is a resolution requesting distribution of funds from the MDT's Bridge and Road Safety and Accountability Barsa program. And Brian Hinsel or Jeremy Keene are here to provide more information. Go ahead, Jeremy.
Hi, good afternoon. Jeremy Keene, Public Works Director. I have Brian Hensel here with me. He'll be available to answer questions. I'll kick this off and then I'll turn my computer around and let Brian talk when he's ready. So,
Jeremy, we can hear you, but very softly.
I'm not sure what's going on there. I'll try to speak loudly.
It's better. Thank you.
Okay, so I'm turning up my microphone volume. Hopefully that helps.
It does. Thanks.
I'll share my screen here. Okay, so this is the annual resolution that we have to do to distribute the Barsa gas tax funds. This is something that we do annually to allocate the funds to specific projects that will be done or have been done for this money. So the resolution has 3 different parts to it, and it's necessitated by having sort of there's a different fiscal year for Barsa than our city fiscal year. So we're distributing the 2020 Barsa allocation to both FY20, which is projects that have already been performed and completed. And that was in the budget for FY20 that we would put $250,000 of Barsa toward that street maintenance work. And then we're also distributing money for the FY21 budget, which includes both street maintenance work and projects that are on our capital improvement program list. And then the third part of that is we had about $13,000 left over from our 2019 Barsa allocation that we also need to redistribute to a different project. And so Appendix C shows that $13,000 and which projects that will be attached to. So it's a little bit complicated, but this is kind of the normal business of allocating the money toward things that have already been approved in our budget. So it takes care of the accounting, and then once we make this request, MDT will disperse those funds and those will go into the appropriate places. So Brian and I are happy to take any questions that you have. That's what I have.
Okay. Are there any questions from council members? Julie?
I don't have any questions, but I'd be happy to make the recommended motion.
Great, thank you. So we have a motion on the floor. I don't see any attendees who provide public comments. I don't have any questions. I appreciate the explanation and all the appendices that were linked to this agenda item, because we can see how much gets done with all these funds. And I think it's a little bit complicated when we have allocation of funds that run on a fiscal year and our actual construction season and how everything else functions on a regular calendar year. So I appreciate that complexity. Okay, so no questions from anyone or comments. And we have a motion on the floor. We don't have any public to provide public comments, so we'll have a roll call vote, please.
Becerra,
Yes.
Contos,
Yes.
Harp,
Yes.
Jones,
Yes.
Merritt,
Yes.
Ramos,
Yes.
Cheryl,
Yes.
Vasika,
Yes.
West,
Yes.
and we have 9 yes.
Okay. Well, thank you. Thanks, Jeremy, and thanks to the Streets Division for all they do. That is all we have on our agenda for today. So with that, we would be adjourned. Thank you.
Thanks, everyone. Thank you.